guys. It seems like it's been forever since I've seen you, and I am so looking forward to the time when we can be together. But until we can, I thought of kind of a fun thing to do. My friend Holly, this is Holly, and I thought we would make a little video of our story today. So, Holly has contributed some of her friends, and I found some stuff around the house, and you are going to have to use your imagination to fill the rest of the pieces of the story in. Here we go. Today our story comes from Judges 4. And during this time in Israel's history, the tribes were ruled by judges who were like community and military leaders. In our story today, Deborah, the judge of Israel, will be played by Holly. The Israelites will be played by Holly's toys. The Canaanites will be played by our gnomes. Barak, the commander of Israel's army, will be played by Gumby. Sisera, the commander of the Canaanite army, will be played by the wood gnome. Jael, the heroine of our story, is played by Bozo. The Israelites had moved into the Promised Land and were supposed to drive the Canaanites out of the land so they wouldn't do the bad things the Canaanites were doing. But the Israelites did not drive the Canaanites out, and they started doing the bad things the Canaanites were doing, like worshiping the Canaanite gods. As Israel sinned, God would allow them to be conquered and treated badly. Israel would stop sinning and cry to the Lord for help, and God would send a judge to rescue them. Life for the Israelites would be good for a while, and then they would eventually start sinning again, and God would allow them to be conquered again. And the cycle happened over and over again. At the beginning of Judges chapter 4, the Israelites had been sinning, so God had allowed Jabin, king of Canaan, to conquer them. Remember, this is Sisera, the captain of Jabin's army. Deborah, the judge of Israel, would sit under the palm of Deborah, and the people would come up to her for judgment. One day Deborah sent for Barak, the commander of Israel's army, and said to him, "Hasn't God commanded you to gather your men at Mount Tabor, and he will deliver Sisera to meet you at the river Kishon, and he will give Sisera into your hand?" Barak said, "If you go with me, I will go, but if you will not go with me, I will not." Deborah said, "I will surely go with you, but you will not get the glory, for the Lord will give Sisera into the hand of a woman." Then Deborah went with Barak to Kadesh. When Sisera heard Barak was at Mount Tabor, Sisera took his men to the river Kishon. Deborah said to Barak, "Up, for this is the day the Lord has given Sisera into your hand. Does not the Lord go before you?" The Lord was helping Barak and his men win the battle over Sisera and his men. Sisera got down from his chariot and ran away on foot. The rest of Sisera's army was killed by Barak's army. Sisera went on foot to the tent of Jael, the wife of Heber. Jael told Sisera not to be afraid. Jael took Sisera into her tent and hid him. Sisera was thirsty, so Jael gave him a drink of milk, and he fell asleep. While Sisera was sleeping, Jael killed him. Then Jael met Barak, who was searching for Sisera. She said, "Come, and I will show you the man whom you are seeking." So Barak went into Jael's tent and saw Sisera laying there dead. On that day, God helped Israel destroy Jabin, king of Canaan, and his army. Then Deborah and Barak sang a song, blessing the Lord for saving Israel.